So as per usual, this is a different video. This is from John Bravo Films. Title of the video is Breaking. Wes Watson threatens lawyer's wife and family in court.
Let me read this to you. The court finds that the video of the attack is probably one of the most vicious attacks that this court has seen in its 20-year judicial career.
Breaking news, major protests across the U.S. playing out at this hour, demonstrations against ICE and against President Trump's immigration crackdown. The images coming in, tens of thousands of people in the streets of Minneapolis braving the brutal...
That video that John Bravo just spoke of now regarding a vicious attack. If you watch that video, I assume it's the video of Wes Watson assaulting the gym member or gym goer or gym attendee. The gym attendee came to the gym with his camera, with his phone, ready to video record a fight, an altercation that he was about to start and engage in. Things didn't go his way. He essentially got assaulted. Thereafter, he went and he opened the case. If you're going to pursue violence or anything of that nature, you need to know that it's not always going to go your way. Whatever happens after you engage in it, you need to take responsibility for now, because you lost the fight, you want to go afterwards, open cases and all that. To me, that's not part of being a man. You wanted to fight, you came there with your camera, you got assaulted, leave it as that. Now you want to go open cases because you lost the fight that you came to start. That doesn't make sense to me.
This country, it's at war with themselves.
Playing out from Los Angeles to Raleigh to New York. It comes as federal agents arrest former CNN anchor and now independent journalist Don Lemon.
While the shit is going on, Peggy is still doing the same shit.
Everybody say that I'm a fool.
Yeah, he is a fool. Look at this asshole. Raising his hands like he's doing the YMCA.
Way that I do.
I mean, we already know how much he loves raising his hands up against the wall when he's getting paid. But we don't want to see that, you asshole. Let's not rubbing your comb over, because we don't want to see that either. Wait, maybe you like doing that, because you think you...
All these comments he's making about Wes Watson on his video, I'd wonder if you were ever to see him in person, face to face, with no cameras and people around, would he still be able to make these comments? Or if need be, if it had to get physical, would he be able to? People talk a lot on the internet.
You're rubbing something else, you piece of shit. So do you guys remember my last video when I went over the deposition with you? And yeah, I said disposition because I like saying it that way. I pronounce a lot of things dumb. You guys didn't have to remind me 1,000 times in the comment section. I'm not even kidding you. It's just the way I say shit. Well, in that deposition, right? I said it right this time. Peggy, the piece of shit, we saw how crazy he went on the poor lawyer Todd. But it got worse, because what I didn't show you is he went after the lawyer's wife and his family. And because of that behavior, because this asshole can't shut his mouth, it ended up beating him up big time. Because the judge saw the deposition and put in something very rare that we don't see often in these cases, less than 5% of the time. He added a punitive damage claim, right, to the case, which is not only going to take Peggy to the bank, but it's going to show us what's in his bank, which was his biggest fear. Wait until I show you this shit.
Straight up, what do they say? Oh, let's see. You read the chat. All right, guys, Wes, don't read the chat.
Let's actually read the chat. Let's read what the people are saying. I'm just saying.
Switch. Fine. Ask him about.
Don't say his name.
Yeah. No, I know.
Don't give him no clout, because if
No,
I'm smoking land.
I already know that.
Imagine you were a man, and you made videos about another man, and you thought you were winning. Please, and your chicks just sit there. Well, they probably don't have chicks. They like real lesser dudes that are like their bitches, and they're like just playing Dungeons and Dragons real. They do, but I don't know. Dude, this whole thing about this, like saying guys like me are like not alphas, like what the matter with your brain, fool? If you win in the place with the hottest chicks, I would take them all. You
Every day, people juggle so many different tools just to get work done. A simple task turns into
have none, stupid. So, we see Peggy still doing the same old things, running around to the clubs, finding these sharmutas, bringing them home, trying to turn them into wives. And I remember an expression when I was a kid. My friend always told me, he goes, John, you never try to turn a hoe into a housewife. And that's what this asshole's been trying to do. That's why he's always got these problems. Well, he found a new one. And remember that white outfit with the orange purse? Well, he's dressing her up and giving her that same bullshit purse just like him. So while he's doing all this bullshit still, right? You'd think nothing's going on. How could he just be out and about while he has this civil case going on and some crazy shit is going on behind the scenes? Well, like I was saying earlier, remember, the deposition? My favorite word now. How he went off on the poor lawyer Todd, and Todd even got mad at him and trolled the shit out of him about his height and everything. Well, this part here is important to show you. And the reason why I'm saying is because after this, I'm going to show you the result of this deposition and this asshole's behavior and how it's going to screw him up the ass, even though we know he likes it. The judge, after seeing this asshole's behavior, right? He said he has never seen a more vicious attack on a person in his entire 20-year judicial career. Peggy's. But first, let me show you what Peggy said about this lawyer's wife and family. All right, do you guys remember, when the poor monster, the 7-foot monster, he was down, he was out, he was done, he couldn't do shit.
I don't see how he's a poor monster when he is the one who came to the gym with the camera ready to record and instigates the violence.
And Peggy started kicking him while he was on the ground, and then he did that whole finishing kick on him. Well, here, Todd, the lawyer, right? He's questioning Wes about his leg strength. And now look what this little asshole, this smart ass, look what he has to say. So Todd goes, do you have a significant amount of leg strength? Peggy goes, I'm very weak. My legs are frail. Like I'm extremely weak in the legs. And there's plenty of videos out there saying I can't punch hard at all. And my legs are very weak. So yeah, let's go with this, people. Todd goes, Mr. Watson, do you have a significant amount of strength in your legs? Peggy, my legs are extremely, extremely weak. Like it's the opposite of a leg day. That's your testimony under oath? That your legs are extremely weak? Here he goes. Just shut up, dude. My testimony is that Todd is a lame, and he's just the lamest motherfucker. But you want to know what is, bro? Like you're disrespecting everybody in this courtroom by your lineup of questioning. Like why can't everyone just be real? Now this is where Peggy starts bringing up poor Todd, the lawyer's wife and family, and when shit starts going crazy. So Todd goes, the way this works, Mr. Peggy Watson, I ask questions, and then you have to answer the questions. Peggy's like, I don't care about that. Todd says, I know you don't, and I'm aware you don't. Peggy goes, I know, because I don't. And now look what he says. I want to see one day when your wife is sitting there at a gym and some big old black dude attacks her. I want to see that. And then see what she'll do, and then see if she's sitting here. But whatever, keep on going, Todd. Mr. Watson, you need to stop referring to my family. Do you understand? I'm not saying that in a bad way. That's the only way to get to someone's heart. Todd goes, you need to stop referring to my family. Okay, Todd, raise your voice at me on here, bro. So why is Peggy bringing up his poor wife and using him in examples? This guy's out of his fucking mind. Now watch. Like, you need to understand.
What do you mean, why is he bringing up his wife and using her as an example? He just said that he's bringing up the wife and using her as an example to get to the people's heart. As him making reference to the man's wife, wrong or right? It's wrong. He should not have brought up his wife or mentioned his wife in any of the court hearings. He should be just answering the questions that he's been asked.
And that I'm a man too, who has a family, and my family and my life have been disrupted over this event, from your client being just a straight nuisance to society. He's never done anything for anyone. I've helped people my whole life since I've been out of prison. I've never had one problem until your client came and started one, and now it's completely disrupted my life, so whatever. Keep going, and I won't do it again. And I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I hope your family has a great life, and you and him. But guess what? When people come up and fight people for no reason, stuff happens, and we all need to understand this. And if people like him get away with this, it's going to keep on happening. So just go ahead and wipe that look off your face. It's crazy as shit. Look how he's talking to him, this asshole. Now, remember when Peggy posted, after the incident, he posted a shoe, his shoe with the blood on it, and he's like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and he posted on Instagram. So now...
Yeah, this posting of the shoe, I don't understand, because this is going to implicate him or has implicated him. This is just another example of things, self-snitching. People grow up, you do something wrong, especially do not speak about it and post it. That's implicating yourself.
Now the lawyer is questioning him about that. Can you see that? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Sounds about right. Do you see the picture on the screen? Yeah. Is that your shoe? It completely is, yeah. The amount of death threats I get and the amount of people that say they're going to kill me and my family. Look, you got mad when I just said something about your wife. Again, what kind of wife? How would you like it if someone is saying they're going to and kill your wife and daughters all the time? How would you like that? Mr. Watson, if you refer to my family one more time, I'm going to get the judge on the phone. Dude, I'm not saying it that way. Dude, I'm saying it to where you're talking about. How would someone like it? It's a comparison. I'm not saying anything bad about your people. I'm saying, see, look, how would you like it? I'm not saying it a bad way. Why are you making stuff like it's not? What's the matter with you? Like honestly, I said, I hope everyone has a great life. I don't want any problems for anyone, especially your beautiful family and yourself have a great life. But why are you doing that? What is up with you that makes it okay with that? Do you even believe in God, Todd? Like, what's the matter with...
Yeah, for me, Wes Watson, you can see all these answers there. His responses are too long. His responses should be as direct and as short as possible. For me, he's having too much to say. The more you say, the more you implicate in yourself. So keep your statements as short as possible, as direct as possible.
You. I'm saying, what if it happened to you? It's a comparison. It's nothing derogatory. And now, Todd has had enough, and he threatens to call the fucking judge on this asshole with the way he's talking about his family. He goes, if you bring my family into this again, I will get the judge on the phone. Peggy goes, I don't give a fuck. The judge? I know you don't, but I'm just letting you know. I don't, because look at it. I'm just a great dude who is being turned into this for no reason. I'm a great man. I've had no problems in the longest time with anybody except your client. And we both know I'm not saying anything bad about your family at all. I'm not saying anything bad about you or anybody. I'm just trying to be that type of guy who's weird like that.
Again, as I said, you can see his response is too long.
This is what weird people do. It's a form of manipulation.
Look at the judge's statements, how short they are, in comparison to Wes Watson's long statements.
You want to get your outcome by any means possible, even if it's not right. So you're going to be like weird-ass games to the judge to not like me. Funny, good job, weird. It's weird, actually. I don't know how you're okay with that. Yeah, if there's somebody manipulative, it's you piece of shit. Now, this is the last one, okay? I'm going to show you here, and then I'm going to show you the ramifications of this shitty behavior this asshole's been doing. All right? Mr. Watson, answer the question. Peggy goes, why are we even here? This is such a joke. The fact that we're even doing this and it's a part of my life and you guys have caused me this much in my life. Do you know how much of my business was ruined from this guy, the 7-foot monster? Like, do you guys know how much of my life was ruined? This guy has completely ruined it. A lot of stuff in my life from me defending myself when he could have just went to church on a Sunday. So after that, remember that
Our universe is vast, full of challenges and opportunities.
position was over 155 pages long that I tried to go over and show you guys all the best parts where this asshole was acting like an asshole. Well, there's a video of it. I'm not going to say and spoil too much about that. Well, the judge looked at all of this, right? And he saw his behavior. And he granted something that's very, very rare in a civil case. He added a punitive damage claim to the case. And when I say rare, less than 5% of the time in civil cases, does a judge see enough evidence to convince him to grant this and add it to the case, which I'm going to go over with you after I read this on how bad Peggy's going to get fucked. Order granting plaintiff's motion seeking leave to file amended complaint adding claims for punitive damages. So this is the judge granting the claim, all right? Order and adjudge that motion is hereby granted as to defendant Wesley Watson and defendant Dulles. You guys remember him, the Freddy Krueger piece of shit looking face. As to defendant Watson, the motion is granted as the court finds that there is evidence in the record by the plaintiff that is legally sufficient to seek punitive damage under Florida Statute 76872. And now this is the most alarming part. And this is why, if you think about it, the judge already sees this shit, he already thinks these things. Peggy is fucked. Let me read this to you. The court finds that the video of the attack is probably one of the most vicious attacks that this court has seen in its 20-year judicial career. The court invites the appellate court to view the video if this matter is taken up on appeal, so that they can, with their own eyes, see the maliciousness, wrongfulness, outrageousness, and abhorrent nature of the beating that the plaintiff suffered at the hands of the defendants. So they're saying, if you try to appeal this, they're going to make you watch that fucking video. Based on the evidence